About 1,000 people were trapped in Death Valley National Park because of this. Take a look. Monsoonal-fueled storms. The National Park Service reported that parts of the park received an inch-and-a-half of rain in a short period of time yesterday, and that turned the dusty and torrid valley into a flash flood zone. These images are incredible. Just this one storm cell dumped about 75% of all the rain Death Valley National Park typically gets in just 1 year.
And flash flooding yesterday hit the nation's capital with water consuming highways, city streets, and metro stations. More than 4 inches of rain fell in the area in less than 2 hours. Flash flooding happened so quickly that it caught multiple drivers off guard, prompted several water rescues from emergency crews. Flooding also occurred in local metro trains. The National Weather Service issued several flash flood warnings in the nation's capital and surrounding areas through the evening hours.
At least 56 people have been killed and another 22 reported missing as heavy rains continue to pummel southern China, flooding towns, cutting off power and halting traffic, China's Ministry of Civil Affairs said Tuesday. As much as 19 inches of rain has been dumped on several cities since Thursday, including the scenic resort city of Guilin in the Guangxi region, the ministry said. More than 11 million people in 11 southern provinces were affected by floods, landslides, and hailstorms, the ministry said. Rivers have broken their banks, inundating surrounding communities. The ministry said water levels in major rivers and lakes in the southern province of Hunan have surged to alarming levels, and that the collapse of levees forced large-scale evacuations. Dozens of flights at several airports serving major cities in the region, including Chengdu, Changsha, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, were cancelled or delayed, stranding thousands of travelers. Chengdu's airport was shut down for more than an hour Monday because of rain, forcing 13 incoming flights to land elsewhere, according to state media reports. Trains also were halted, and roads were cut off to many towns and villages in the region. Television footage showed major flooding in cities where the lower floors of homes and shops have been submerged. The National Meteorological Center forecast more rain to come this week in southern China.
Heavy rain accompanied by strong winds that occurred in the Sonoran region of Mexico on Tuesday, August 9, 2022, causing major damage. Because many vehicles were trapped and stranded due to being swept away by the flood. According to the State Civil Protection Agency, there were 23 reports submitted and attended by the City Civil Protection, Red Cross, City Police, State Police, and the State Civil Protection Coordination. Of the services provided, 10 calls for vehicles stuck on protruding roads, 7 for power poles and fallen trees, and 6 reports of houses being flooded. The largest accumulation of water was 49.07 millimeters in the Naranjos environment and 42 millimeters in the Balderrama environment. Torrential rains accompanied by strong winds have caused the river to rise in Nogales and flood waves that dragged many vehicles on the main road. On roads like Hermosillo and the prolongation of the Boulevard El Greco, flooding and rushing water have left some vehicles stranded or even washed away.
Heavy rain of over 100 millimeters in 4 hours caused flooding in Sardinia, the Italian island in the Mediterranean Sea. At least one person has died and several injured. The worst of the flooding occurred in the south of the island, including the capital, Cagliari, and the communes of Villa San Pietro and Sant'Anna Resi. Some roads have also been closed in northern areas of the island. Italy's fire service Vigili del Fuoco teams carried out 85 interventions in Cagliari, mostly for draining flood water, removal of debris from roads and the rescue of people in difficulty. Mayor of the city, Paolo Truzzu, said 104 millimeters of rain fell in just 4 hours. All schools, parks, sports facilities, libraries and museums along with several roads have been closed. Vigili del Fuoco used helicopters to rescue 5 people isolated by floods in Villa San Pietro. 4 hunters who were reported missing in Sorope were located and rescued.